Yo, SojuTalk Nation! On this week's episode, we'll be covering fuego releases from Cravity and Got7. We'll also be cooking up some spicy news coverage, including NCT Dream comeback and reorganization, SM and Cube set to launch new platforms, and continued COVID-19 coronavirus and K-pop coverage. So prepare your body, fasten your seatbelt, because we coming in comfy today. Hit me with that intro. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 83, and we're recording on Monday, April 20th, 2020. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Sub to the SojuTalk YouTube channel, join the SojuTalk Discord, and be a part of the SojuTalk Nation. Links down below. So I'm in a bathrobe today. Warren is in a tracksuit top.
Yeah.
Because we're living our best lives during quarantine. We just decided to say, hey, screw it. We're going to be comfy when we do this. So that's what's happening today. Yeah, that being said, now let's move on to actual tangible things. So announcements. So the K-pop tier list survey. So a big thanks to everyone who has already filled out the SojuTalk Nation 2020 Girl Group tier list survey. We have over 70 entries so far, or responses so far, so it's crazy amounts. We're going to keep it open a few more days after today's episode is released, so if you haven't filled it out yet, the link to the survey can be found down below in the YouTube description, so please go fill that out and try to be objective. But alright, we are now at part 1 of SojuTalk episode 83, where we will discuss big new releases, take a quick rewind, and hit you with the music show winners. Let's get it. So in terms of big new releases this week, we got 2 of them. So we have Gravity's debut with Break All the Rules, which happened on April 14th, Tuesday. And then today on April 20th, Monday, we got Got7's Not to the Moon. But let's start at the top with the debut of Cravity with their new song, Break All the Rules. So they are from Starship Entertainment. They debuted, obviously, right now, 2020. No new songs, 0 music show wins. So Cravity has surpassed 40,000 physical sales with their debut mini album, Hideout, Remember Who We Are Season 1. There are 9 members in this group, 4 of them which you might recognize from Produce X 101. We have Hyungjun, who placed 4th, Minnie, who placed 10th, Jugmo, who placed 12th, and Wonjin, who placed 16th. And it's important to note that Hyungjun and Minnie were both a part of X1 before they disbanded.
Yes.
All right. Now let's talk about the song. I want Warren to go first with his remarks about Break All the Rules.
I mean, I think I'm a little mild today. I don't think I'm feeling spicy. I like this. This is great. I liked it. I liked it a lot. That being said, even though I did watch Produce X 101, I didn't quite feel like these 4 members, Song Young-jun, Kang Min-hee, Koo Jung-mo, Ha Mon-jin, I didn't feel like these 4 were particularly pronounced. I rather more like felt like it was balanced. Kind of like that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it was a nice trap-based pop song. Very funky chorus. There's like nice guitars going around in the verses. There's these lovely middle percussions. Especially in the build-up, and that's not an instrument I hear often in K-pop, so that was pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of NCT music.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What in particular?
The electronic based, arrangement, instrumentation choice, and then the part where there's like the chanty, like break all the rules, that part.
Chorus.
That chorus. It's the way
you're talking in. Like NCT 127, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Like songs like Superhuman, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But it didn't feel like they were like copying NCT per se. It felt like they drew inspiration. Maybe that's about it. All I can say. They had a nice rap line. I don't know if any of the Produce kids were in the rap line.
I agree with this. No, it's not the Produce kids.
Okay,
it's not the Produce kids.
I'm not gonna straight up say like this is the next Kendrick Lamar over here, but it was very impressive. I'm not gonna lie. It was very stable. It is very solid. They are not over ambitious, which is a big problem with a lot of I-dle rappers. So I do want to say they're better than their competition in terms of rap. Right now.
That's high praise from you.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that being said, it's not perfect, but it was nice. I mean, in general, it was nice. It was a little safe, but at the same time, they were a little edgy here and there. One part really, really, really annoyed me.
Okay.
In the music video, this is around the 1 minute 40-second mark.
Oh.
And I had there's this kid with a mole on his nose. His name is Sungmin. I actually looked that up because I was so annoyed.
Okay.
It's all white. He's wearing an all white outfit, and he has like yellow light shining up on the sky. You know, all white outfit. And the stylist decided to give him all white Converses, just plain.
Okay. This is this kind of complaint. Okay.
Really? Everyone else is wearing leather shoes, like Walkers.
Man, you just have something out for Converses.
And this guy over here wearing Chuck 70s. Dude, no. Horrible
Taylor's?
outfit.
Dang.
You know the funny thing is, after you talked about Converse so much last week with MCND, my sister's like, I want those.
They are nice shoes. They are nice shoes. Okay. Side note, I'm not the tallest person alive. You guys probably know this.
You're a cute little dumpling.
I'm about like 171 centimeters, which is like 5'7" ish. And that shoe boosts your height by about 2 inches, by 6 centimeters.
You'd probably be like my height, if not like a fraction taller, if you
were. I kind of want that, you know. I kind of want that. I'm not gonna lie. And so don't give the guys just Chuck 70s. Everyone has those. He's an idol. He's a K-pop star. You don't want to give him Chuck 70s that everyone has. No. You want to give him special shoes. You want to give him the Balenciagas. You want to give him
They look like socks.
The Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons. So that's my only complaint, really.
Your complaint is about the shoe selection in this music video, right?
Yeah, and it was on screen for like 2 seconds. I hated it. It was a horrible moment.
It took you out of the music video?
Dude, it killed the entire vibe. That being said, it's when I listen to it on Spotify, I don't know if it's on Spotify, to be honest, but when I go through the audio version, oh man, good stuff. I dig it. Diggity dig.
All right, I'll go next. I am not as high on this song as Warren. For a song that's called Break All the Rules, I thought that they broke very few rules of K-pop in this song.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, no, I think it's a solid debut. Clearly, they're a very talented group of kids, right? But for me, I just thought that this was a little generic and safe, especially considering the title of the song. I thought this was a very generic guy group song, which they did well, but it was nothing I'm really going to remember. That being said, maybe my expectations are a little bit too high because I think that all of the group, like out of all of the groups and things that will come out of Produce X101/X1, I think that Cravity has the biggest potential. They have the most amount of kids. You got to think Hyungjun placed third, I believe, on Produce. Or did he place fourth? He placed fourth.
It's pretty
he had a whole storyline with being the leader of the X team. You know, he had a lot of screen time. He's a very popular kid. He's like the cute little Squirtle kid who's actually tall though. So I thought he has a lot of things going for him. That being said, I remember like last week or 2 weeks ago, we discussed how we were wishing that they would do more like a teen crush concept with the members they had. They went like, I don't want to call it generic Dark Shadow, but they kind of did. Right?
Kind of did.
That being said, the group has tons of visuals for sure. I really like the chorus of the song, that chanty part Warren was talking about.
Break all the rules.
It is an interesting choice to go this route.
Criminal.
I have big problems with the music video though. Not because of just shoes. For a dark and shadow music video, this has so many shadows and like dark lighting.
Yeah.
It's like literally to the point where they are dancing behind a partition during the dance break. Like they're literally dancing behind a not see-through wall. I'm like, come on. Now, for a new group, I know 4 of the members, right? I know 4 of the members off the bat. I know what they look like. I cannot tell you what anyone else in this group looks like based on the music video. It was just so dark. And the thing is, they did some close-up shots, and that was your only chance to see the members. But whenever there's a group shot, go check it. They're literally like either turning off the lights and turning them back on or adding like a dark effect every single time. Like, I thought I was crazy. I watched this maybe 3 times. In like 80 to 90% of the group shots, they're doing that. And I'm like, the chorus hits. I want to see some cool dance moves. They're doing cool dance moves, right? I could see the silhouettes of them, but I don't see the members of this group. And I think that's bad.
I think there was one shot where you can see the guy's face really, really clearly. He was wearing all white. And he was wearing in yellow lights, and he was wearing Converse All Stars.
Okay.
It was so annoying. Go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like my main thing is like when you're a new group or you're a group that's building, the whole point of having these music videos is to expose the audience to your members. Be like, these are our members. Look at their visuals. Look at their dancing. Get to know these people so you become a fan of them. I don't think this music video accomplishes that, because I also agree that the rap line was super strong. I do like the chorus of the song, but at the end of the thing, I was like, man, if I could barely recognize the 4 kids I know in this group, what am I supposed to do about the 5 kids I don't know, right? That was my overall feeling. Overall, though, obviously Cravity have a really bright future ahead of them. I think Starship knows what they have on their hands. It's a rare thing. With both this group and then the future group that Wonyoung and Yujin are going to be in, they're set up very nicely for the future as a company. I wish the best of them. I do hope, though, that they forge a new path with Cravity and they do break some of the standard rules of K-pop. That's a minor pun. But Anita, what do you think of Cravity's debut with Break All the Rules?
I generally agree with a lot of the points that you made, Doug, because I did have a hard time recognizing the 5 non-produced members from the music video. And I feel like that was a little disappointing because I feel like some of them had like really interesting voices and skill, right? But you can't really recognize them right away because their faces are not very clear in the lighting. But despite that, I feel like it's I don't know. I am not completely like super blown away by this, but I feel like it is good enough. I think they've definitely shown that they have potential. Not necessarily gone to the extent of showing like what exactly they're capable of, but I don't know. I'm interested.
It felt like to me that they're like, let's get a song out there that we know is going to be decent before we try to do anything. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I think the part that I liked the least, and I don't know if it has to do with that maybe it didn't feel as original because it reminded me a lot of a song that came out a while ago, and it featured a K-pop idol. Some people might remember it. It was the KDA Pop Stars. So it was a song used for a game, online game, and I think it featured, who was it from I-dle?
So it was Soyeon and Miyeon.
Yes. So, I don't know, something about the chorus reminded me of that song, and I don't know, I just feel like the progression was not what I was expecting because I thought it was going to still be very dark, but it kind of turns up in the chorus, like a little bit brighter. But I don't know, I feel like it kind of went against the overall vibe of the music video. So I wasn't completely sold on the chorus, but it is very catchy. I'll give them that. So if that was the point, they succeeded. Another thing that I noticed about the song itself was that a lot of English, well, not a lot, but the English that was included was very crisp, clear English.
Oh, you like that, Anita? You like the crisp English?
I don't know, because to be honest,
all the rules.
I think the vibe they were trying to do was not necessarily like super, how should I say it, clean. You know, it was trying to be a little bit more dark, more mature, and I don't know if that kind of pronunciation kind of takes you out of that vibe, but it was interesting. And of course, I kind of felt like it was explainable by the fact that I think some of the members might be English speakers. I think some of them are not Korean as well. So
I'm confused. Do you like the crisp English or do you not like it?
She likes it.
I thought it takes you out.
I think it did take me out a little bit,
okay.
but I also, I guess, I appreciated it when it's done well, like when it's grammatically correct, you know, and it kind of makes some sense in the context of the song. So it's not necessarily saying that they shouldn't have done it, but it's just very interesting that they decided to do it in that way.
Would you have preferred like mumbled English?
No, I don't think so. I just felt like
I'm on the down low with Hot Take Harold. There is a potential hot take about English in K-pop songs, which we might explore in the future. That being said, we've come a really long way since like back in the day with the English that was in K-pop songs.
Very true.
But I need to continue. No, Madonna and Magic.
Oh, my Magic.
Yeah, so go look up Magic by Secret. It'll be a good time. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I like, how should I say it? It's not that I'm a huge fan of how they incorporated the English. I just found it very interesting. Like, it caught my attention when I heard it because, I don't know, it was very, very clear. Like, the pronunciation was very clear. And like I said, it's explainable because I think some of the members are English speakers.
Did you like it or dislike it, though? I still can't tell.
It just caught my attention, I guess.
Okay.
It's sort of like the shoes with you, fam. It just caught your attention.
But I hate the shoes.
Okay, well, never mind.
I have a clear negative opinion.
All right.
Oh, okay. Another thing I wanted to mention was that I actually had to watch their practice video, their choreography video they did for the song because I did see some shots of the choreography in the music video, but it wasn't, like we mentioned before, it wasn't very well visible, like very visible what they were doing in the set. But I don't know, the choreo is very nice. Once again, I don't know who did it because they're not credited, but it's very good. Very, very clean. I love how they're doing their formations. And I don't know, I feel like I know some of the produced people were very good dancers. But I think as a whole, as a group, they're doing very, very well. And for the number of people that they have, I think they manage it so far, like how they're doing formations, making sure everybody is doing something. So I don't know. I like it. I'm looking forward to whatever they might have coming up.
Lots
next.
of potential.
Yeah.
Tons of potential.
I have a real quick request for everybody who's listening. I had to scroll back. There's a kid who appears in 1 minute 13 mark, 1 minute and 13 seconds mark. He's wearing a checkered jacket. I would like to know his name. I tried to find his name, but I couldn't. I just want to know his name.
Is this a good reason or a bad reason?
It's a very good reason. He's very memorable. The entire time you two are talking, this kid, it was like replaying that part. Where he's just like standing like here, like looking at the camera. And I would like to know his name. I feel like this is a group I like, so I want to know the members.
Oh, that's a good thing.
That's good.
Yeah. Speaking about Anita saying she has to look at the performance video or a practice video, that pertains to our hot take this week. So this is a good chance for us to pivot onto the next song, so we could talk about that later. So the final song, there's only 2 this week, so April 20th, Monday, which is today, we had Got7's Not By The Moon. They are from JYP, debuted back in 2014. They're already on their 6th year, Jesus. Last 3 songs, You Calling My Name, Eclipse, Miracle, 29 music show wins so far. I'll start at the top with this one.
Okay.
I think this is just another super solid Got7 song. In a way that I kind of felt about A-Pink's song last week. Like a veteran flex, if you would say. You know, my main criticism of Got7 generally, and I think a decent amount of people, the rap line, right? I don't think Got7 is known to have like the strongest rap line in the history of K-pop. Let's just throw that out there. And although I'm not the biggest fan of the rap in this song, I thought it was serviceable. I didn't think it took you out of the song. I've been a very big fan of Got7's last few releases, You Calling My Name, Eclipse, and Miracle. For me, Not By The Moon continues this trend. I personally believe Got7 is still a really high tier K-pop group. Although in general, it just feels like some of the hype behind them has like fallen off a little bit, mostly probably due to how long they've been around. Yeah, I find them in my head a similar sense like A-Pink, where they've been around a long time. They still doing their thing, but at the same time, it's like just something about them doesn't feel as big as it once did. Especially back when like Got7 was doing like hard carry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Warren's dad who just walked through in the back. Getting back to the song though, for me, JB really stood out in this music video. The hair he got going on, that long hair thing. They also gave him the center for the dance break, which I thought was a cool move. overall, I think he's also like the main vocalist, right? So
Yeah.
or at least one of the main vocals in this group. I think his vocals are super strong. He's really underrated as a singer because he really adds a lot to their group. He's like their finding sound at the end of the day. Going back to that dance break though, I thought it was super epic. And I thought that this music video had a great amount of choreo sequences. So I really applaud them for doing that. They're very powerful and clean with their moves. So overall for me, I thought Got7 flexed their veteran muscles and they really showed how guy groups can be both strong and elegant at the same time. All right. I had an overall positive review. Let's see what Warren's going to say about Not By the Moon.
I disagree. JB needs a haircut.
What?
I don't know, man. JB's a good-looking guy. I don't think he looks good in that hair. I'm just gonna be honest.
Have you seen your hair, fam? Why are you talking?
Look, I am in quarantine. I am following the rules. I mean, following the law. Hairdressers are open. That being said, this is the longest my hair's been in about 10 years, and that's not an exaggeration.
Okay.
Let's get back to the song. Got7. Not By the Moon. Not a fan. Not a
really?
fan. Not a fan.
Just straight up.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I like the song. I don't have anything. Actually, no, I have things against it. It's one of those songs. If it comes up on my playlist, if it comes up after the Cravity song that we just listened to, I'm not gonna skip it. It's a well-made song. But it's a little boring. It's a little cookie cutter. In fact, I feel like they were a lot more generic than the previous song we just listened to. I don't want to compare.
You think this is more cookie cutter than the last one?
I can't pick out something interesting about this song. I have trouble. I have trouble doing that. I mean, it's another trap-based, PBR&B-based kind of pop song. That's, everyone's done that with the dark theme at this point. Cravity, they also did that, yes, but I'm willing to look over that because they're rookies. The Got7 has the ability to do experimental things and new things, and they have done that in the recent couple comebacks. Maybe they didn't perform well. I don't know. But this to me felt very safe, very clean, almost a little like sanitary, like someone like
sterile.
Really?
Yeah. It felt like someone got like Clorox wipes and just wiped the entire arrangement. But I mean, usually that's not really a horrible thing, but I can't really pinpoint to a part of the song that was like super interesting. Like take the chorus for example. The bass was just straight nothing bass, nothing interesting, just single note, just kind of bass. That's not super interesting. The chorus was a little boring. I don't know. There was an ARP going on. There's drums. There's like a little brass in the background with like a lot of reverb. I kind of wish they brought out the brass a little more. Because I thought the chorus would be a lot more explosive, and it just felt like it was a little too like a little too flowy.
Little too angsty for you. It's kind of, that's essentially what it is.
I mean, angsty was fine. The tone and the mood was nice, and nothing against it. I just felt like it was a little boring. I mean, maybe that's just me. That really might just be me. The build up part with the quadruplets, with the synth going dun, 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 dun. I really like the texture of that synth. And I know I'm getting really, really specific with the arrangement and the synth and the instrument choices. And that I'm kind of doing that because there's not much I can say about this song.
So you prefer like the more bassy style of You Calling My Name? That was the sexy bass song. Dun, dun,
Charlie Puth.
dun,
Yes.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
I mean, that was pretty cool. What is the minimal song that I think was that double 2J, J2, double J?
Just two?
Just two.
I mean, they were JJ. There was a JJ project back in the day too.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
that was
never
the
mind.
start of this. No, but you're talking about Just Two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I obviously haven't gone back and listened to Got7's recent discography, nor am I super familiar with their stuff. I know that they have been doing a little more like darker stuff in the recent couple.
Yeah, they started off
comebacks.
being like explosive hip hop theme. That was like
Right.
the like Hard Carry, right? That's their best. I wouldn't call it their best song, but that's their most notable song. People still reference Hard Carry all the time.
Right.
But for the last like couple years, at a minimum, they've been doing these more dark, like sensual themes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
More mature themes for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe this, and maybe I'm the crazy minority here. But if I had to take away a song from this week, I'm definitely gonna remember the song that we just covered. But Got7, I don't know. I'm probably gonna forget it. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anita, what do you think of Not by the Moon?
Well, first of all, JB's hair. I had to
Nobody
pause
likes
a
it.
little bit.
Nobody
well,
likes it.
okay, I was
I
a little
like it.
confused.
Only
I was a
you.
little confused.
God damn
I'm
it.
the middle ground, I guess, because when I started, I was like, I didn't like how it was styled in certain scenes, but then in other scenes, I was like, okay, it's not that
Have you seen his
bad.
nose piercing too? He has one of those now too.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
What? I
had
have
one of
not.
these. Oh, okay.
But I don't know. So the hair, I had to ignore it for a little bit because it distracted me. I don't know how to feel about it. I think it depends a lot on how it's styled. Not a fan of the slick, one side slicked, kind of tucked behind the
God
ear.
damn it, y'all. Okay.
But if it's styled differently, I'm sure it looks great. Another thing that I noticed was the outfits and the setup that they had.
There were some weird outfits.
Very
I thought there
interesting. Yeah, for me, I kind of found them to lead into a bit of a fantasy kind of
Right.
theme. And as far as I can remember, this is not something that Got7 has done in the past. So I found it interesting, refreshing, I guess, that they were
Yeah.
trying something different as far as a concept for the music video. So that was interesting. And to be honest, I feel like there were several outfits that I thought were really nice. I think towards the end, they're wearing dark blazer jackets with very interesting details on them,
Gold
embroidery.
details.
Yeah, it was really nice. So I'm not against that. I think it was really nice. I also feel like some members were doing more singing than I had expected them to do. So
Jackson.
Jackson
There's a
and Bam
vocal
Bam.
in this song.
Yeah,
was
they did
out
the
there.
pre-chorus or parts of the pre-chorus, which was really nice, and I think I liked that the most. So yeah, the pre-chorus part was really nice. But I don't know. It's an interesting song. The "Swear Not by the Moon" part in the chorus seemed a little repetitive, but I guess that's the title of the song, so I guess they're pushing for that. But I don't know. It was interesting. The choreo, as always, they're very good dancers.
They're very good.
A lot of the formations, I feel like I've come to recognize how they do it. They do a lot of diagonal.
They love diagonal lines.
Yes, diagonal
For some
lines.
reason.
That's their thing. I also felt a little thrown off by the ending of the music video.
Okay, yes. Let's talk about the concept. It's it's supposed to be about it's like a romance story. At least the lyrics are, right? It's sort of like we're gonna make this pact and be together, that kind of thing. That's what the lyrics essentially getting at. There's a cult at one point, and then they're on a wagon at the end, and it's kind of like everything that happened was it was one of those scenes where you wake up at the end of the movie and it was all just a dream and you're just still going on your trip with your friends.
Oh,
I don't know.
I thought it was just them on their van to the next Inkigayo film. I thought
and the way they panned, so each person came in the frame at the end. I don't know. They were just doing some interesting things in this.
Yeah, I feel like at the end I felt like while I was watching the music video, I felt like this seems very much like a fantasy fairy tale type of thing that they were going with, and I guess it makes sense with the lyrics, I guess. But at the end with the wagon setup that they had, it felt like I wasn't sure if I was missing something in the storyline or if it was alluding to something else that they're gonna do in the future. I'm not sure, but I don't know. As a whole, I felt like the song was pretty solid for Got7. A little bit different as far as a concept from their previous stuff, but I don't know, still pretty good. I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing that they've released recently. I think I've liked more of their previous stuff within the last couple of years. I think recently I've really been into Look, which was released 2 years ago, but it was really good. And they had more of the more what is it, like synthy, more poppy sound from Got7 that I like personally. But this is still really good. Like I said, the music video is very interesting because of their outfits, the concept they're going for. Chorus, not my favorite.
Yeah,
But
it's like I guess cults are a thing in K-pop music videos right now because we had I-dle with Oh My God last week.
Yeah.
This music video definitely had like a cult. There was like people in like the masks with the hoods up, you know, like there was a lot of that stuff going on. Jackson had like a throne and he had like people dressed and undressed on two sides. There were a lot of interesting imagery going on. And then at the end, you have to interpret, like, did you die? Or did you, like, was this a dream? You know, like, all the, I don't know. Maybe high concept things going on.
Maybe the ending is, like, a preview of their, like, next song, you know?
That's what I was thinking for some reason.
It feels like there's some lore going on that we just aren't dialed into.
They're doing a bandwagon country folk song, Western style.
Pioneer.
Yeah. That's why
maybe they'll meet up with AOA because they've been on a Western kick lately, right? Them and Icon, the three groups, the three veteran groups have all been doing like Western stuff.
They're gonna meet up in Oregon, you know, in a little farm.
Overall, though, I guess based on our reviews this week or our going through these songs this week, I don't think either of them are gonna get certified spicy. Unfortunate. So I think that wraps up that. The other song released this week. So today on the 20th, Bandit released Children, which is a pre-release single. They have an animated music video for it, so go check that out. But that's all that was released this week. We are now at a quick rewind, so this is a segment where the crew will go back and see if their views have changed on recent releases as the promotions for these songs are wrapping up. So back on episode 80, we reviewed One Us, a song written easily, Kang Daniel, To You, Winners Hold, and Suho, Let's Love. So have any of your opinions changed on any of these songs?
I really like Hold.
I still think Hold is an amazing song. I completely agree.
This might be my second favorite song of the year.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
After Any Song by Zico.
Okay.
I don't know. I went back and listened to Let's Love a couple times too. You know, by Suho.
Yes.
You were gonna say something?
That's it.
That
was it. Okay.
That was the end of the sentence.
All right, I'll be straight up. One Us is a song written easily. I haven't really listened to it since it wasn't super memorable for me. I have listened to Lit more than I've listened to this song still.
Oh, okay.
Kang Daniel To You, I listened to a couple times. I still think it's just all right, nothing crazy. Winners Hold, I listened to it maybe 10 times still.
Ooh.
So I still think it's a great song. Suho, Let's Love. It's not my type of ballad, but I have listened to it a couple times. But overall, I don't think any of my opinions have really like shifted dramatically. I still think Winners Hold is still a fantastic song. But what about you, Anita?
Well, I pretty much agree. I think for me, I really liked Hold, Let's Love when we reviewed them, and I still do. I haven't really listened to One Us or Kang Daniel recently, but I mean, if it's any compensation, I've been looking at One Us stuff and other stuff in what is it, Road to Kingdom and Dancing
They're
I-dle.
very talented.
Yeah, so they're doing, they're hustling. They're doing things, trying to go on shows. So I know, props to them. They're trying to get out there for sure.
Well, I hope the next time they come back, I hope they have a good song.
Okay, that's like a backhanded compliment. But all right, so in terms of the K-pop oldie of the week, this week I want you to go listen to Fiesta's Vista. So Fiesta is spelt very weirdly, so it's Fiestar. That's how they spelt it. Don't ask me why, but that I still sometimes say Fiestar or something, but it's Fiesta, and their song Vista, which was their second released. Fiesta was a group back in the day that, like, if you were deep into K-pop, you knew, but they never really achieved a whole lot in their career, for lack of a vision. They never won a music show, but their song Vista is really good. Anita and I talk about the song all the time, how we're so like good. So Fiesta, some of the members you might know, if you're into variety shows, Chow Lu is from Fiesta. They have a girl, Jaya, who was in Fiesta. She was their center. And then you have Yeji, who's also known as Crazy Dog from Unpretty Rap Star Season 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Or Season 3, I'm not sure. She was on that show. She made a pretty big name for herself. Those were the members who were in this group. But as a whole, nothing that like they did not reach the full potential. Let's just say that. Sadly.
Oh, wait, I know this song, Fiesta Vista.
Yes.
It's a great song. Go check that song out.
I remember watching their music video on the subway commercials in Korea.
Yeah, they're kind of, and it's kind of sad because Chalu's been on the record saying like she made zero money from being in this group, and it was just a struggle overall. But so go check out Fiestas Vista, great oldie song. Lastly, for part 1, we are as show winners. So Anita, hit us with them show winners.
Okay, so for the show on Tuesday and show champion on Wednesday, there was no broadcast or winner, unfortunately. But for the rest of the week, I-dle swept all of the awards. So I'm Countdown on Thursday, Music Bank on Friday, Show Music Core on Saturday, and Inkigayo on Sunday. I-dle's Oh My God won, so they're up to 4 wins for this comeback. So congrats to them.
That's really good for them.
Wow.
Honestly.
I'm surprised.
And you got to think, so Music Bank, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo are the big 3 out of those 6,
Yes.
right? Because they're on the major channels. They're on KBS, MBC, SBS, respectively, which are the 3 big channels in Korea.
Yes.
To win all 3 of them in a row, great accomplishment for them. Because I know they're technically not rookie groups. They're like at the point where I would stop considering them rookie groups, right? A rookie group.
Right. They're the well. I mean, I would still group them in the generation that comes after like Twice, Red Velvet, Blackpink.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like they're like they've pretty much made it at this point. Let's just throw that out there.
Now.
They're stable now. Yeah.
And they definitely have a distinct sound. So shout out to I-dle because y'all killing it. Oh my god. Oh my god, good song. But we are now at the end of part 2 of SojuTalk episode 83. If you are listening to the audio version, sit tight. And if you are on YouTube, head over to the episode 83 part 2 video. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.